Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates, and a quite exciting video because I was just invited by Google to be part of the new YouTube sponsorships beta program, which is something fairly new that only a few people in the world currently have. You might have seen it on some of the bigger channels here on YouTube, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about what it is, what my plans for it is, and what it means for you guys simply, because you know I like to be very transparent with my channel and everything around it. So I thought I'd just make a video talking about all the pros and cons and so on about this feature. So first of all, yeah, you might see that new sponsor button now that should show up on all videos on my normal channel page and so on, which is the new beta program that I am a part of. But you might be wondering, didn't you already have one of those buttons before? No, the sponsor system I've had so far has been for YouTube gaming and live streaming only, which is why I've only seen it during my live streams, and all the perks from being part of that has also been limited to live streaming. And they did actually make that program public I think a few months ago, so this is the next step to kind of make it for the broader audience and to actually give perks for people who just watch videos and not live streams, because so far there's not really been any point, if you are some of those who only watch my videos and not my live streams, to actually be a sponsor to my channel. Whereas now there's a bunch of perks that actually gives you benefits even if you don't watch live streams. So first of all, if you don't see that button, there might be a couple of reasons for that. This is a beta program, so there might be some bugs, but they did tell me that it does not currently work on iOS. You can get the perks on iOS, but you need to actually sign up to become a sponsor and see that button either on desktop or on an Android device. And there's also a few countries that it's still not available in, so that might be why you can't see it. And I also want to make another thing very clear, that I will never be locking any of my current content behind a paywall, because I know that's something that a lot of people might be thinking, and some other creators might do that. But I want to make it very clear that all the new perks and stuff is stuff on top of the normal things I do, so to say. So I never want to alienate my normal viewers who just want to watch my videos or streams without paying anything, and that's how it's always going to be. So I'm instead adding small extra stuff for those of you who decide to support me that way. And since ad revenue has been, well, up and down, so to say, you've heard a lot about the adpocalypse and all that kind of stuff the last year or so, it's good to have some type of other revenue source, because I don't do a lot of sponsor videos because I just don't want to put random stuff on my channel that doesn't have to do with Star Wars. And one of the few I actually do regularly do sponsor videos for is Elgato Gaming, because that's products that I literally use every single day. But yeah, getting over to the actual new perks. What is new with the YouTube sponsor program compared to the YouTube gaming one I've been using so far? Well, first of all, you will now get this senator badge in video comments, so it's not just limited to live chats anymore, and I think that is really cool. And that's actually something I've suggested for like a year now, because I thought if we can have it in live chats, why can't we just have it in the normal video section? But the big new thing that actually arrived fairly recently overall is the community tab, and this is a place where I can make sponsor only content, whether I want to post some behind the scenes photos, a poll on future content, and maybe even share some behind the scenes videos that only the sponsors can see. That is something I can do on that place, and the requirement for me is to do at least once a week now when I'm testing out this beta program. So you can expect at least one poster a week only for sponsors, and that can be anything from, like I said, behind the scenes photos, asking you guys for suggestions on my future content, and all that kind of stuff. So if you do decide to become a sponsor, make sure that you hit the little notification bell to make sure that you always get those pop-ups whenever I post something there. And I will also, I think I can link to them on like Twitter or something, even though they might be locked for sponsors only. We'll see. It's a beta program. Again, there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, and we'll see what happens. And I will do my best to listen to your feedback and then give that feedback back to Google and let them know this doesn't work, this works, and so on, because this is something that they will probably eventually roll out to everyone, but at the moment they just want to see how it works. And I will also credit you, of course. So if you do decide to become a sponsor during a live stream, you will get the normal little Palpatine pop-up that I usually have, but if you do it off stream, I will give you a shout out either in a video or on Twitter or something like that to make sure that you get the recognition you deserve. And for those of you who didn't know, the previous perks that I will also be including, of course, is that you get access to my Discord server and that I do a monthly Q&A answering your questions live here on YouTube. But the VOD will always be there, so if you can't watch it live, you can still have your questions answered and then see it afterwards. And just to clarify that, if you already are a sponsor, which I think almost 100 of you are, you don't need to do anything. All the new perks will be included with the current system. Like, they kind of merge together, so you don't have to be sponsored twice or something like that. But if you are already supporting my channel that way, fantastic. That just means more content and new features for you guys to make use of. And maybe you guys can leave a comment below to show the others how the little badge is supposed to look in the comments, because I haven't actually seen it myself when I'm recording this video, but you can probably see it behind me. I decided that I have a green screen, why not make use of it in some of my videos at least. But yeah, I think that covers most of the things with this beta program, and I'm excited to see what I can do with this, because, you know, there's a lot of people using Patreon for this kind of stuff, and Patreon has its advantages that they take a smaller cut, and you can also give a whatever amount you want. But I've never liked to have it on a different platform and force people to go over there, which is why I really like this. Now I can actually have all the perks, all the rewards, everything in one place, and I don't have to link you to different Patreon posts or things like that, which is why I'm excited to see this program grow, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new features in the future, especially when they roll this out to the larger part of the community. Within the gaming community, this is pretty standard. I mean, on Twitch, you have Twitch subscription, you have YouTube gaming sponsors, and that kind of stuff. But in the broader spectrum of YouTube videos, it's not as common, so it's going to be a little bit harder for them to get people to understand it, so to say, which is why they wanted to test it on my channel that already has a gaming audience that is used to this kind of stuff. And I think a lot of you will hopefully enjoy these new features and see a new reason to support my channel, because I have to tell you that every single one of you, it really helps me being able to do this full time, since I have such a niche channel, and I want to make sure that I provide you guys with what you want: Battlefront news, tips and tricks, and that kind of stuff. It means I won't get as many views as many others can. I could do more clickbait, I could incorporate other games, but things I just don't want to do that on this channel. I'm very happy about having this niche channel, and that's what's helped me grow this channel so far, which is why I want to keep it that way. And this is one way for you guys to help me keep it that way, simply put. But I think I've rambled enough now about this new feature. If you're interested, again, there should be a button below this video, because by the time I publish this video, they should have activated the beta program on my channel. And you can also go to the community page afterwards then and see a little welcome post that I have made. And if you have any questions whatsoever regarding these features or regarding this program, please leave them in the comments below. I will be responding to as many comments as I possibly can. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.